There is an absolute beauty and poetry in when your dream, your gift, your heart, your truth is able to emerge from you and actually land with another. When you're able to open up in that way and share what you're here to do, and when it lands, there's something that beautiful happens because someone is hearing your dream, and that what you're holding, this vision for yourself, what you're offering, the healing that you can provide is like holding a space. And if you can actually communicate that, someone that hears it and really hears it, and your heart's truth lands with them, they begin to expand and rise for that vision for themselves. So it's not that you give them this truth or this vision for you. You give it because you believe in their capacity to reach that in themselves. So if you do have a vision, a dream, abilities and a gift and a truth that just wants to burst out of you, but you're not speaking it and you're not letting it land anywhere, where is it going? What is that doing to you? It's constricting, it's stuck, and it's not benefiting the rest of the world. I really believe that there's a huge untapped resource in our humanity for our world, which are the healers and the coaches and entrepreneurs that have these fantastical visions and these dreams, not only for themselves but for the world, for community, for communication, for like improved relationships, whether it's stewarding land or working in cooperatives, or all these modalities that people have learned but haven't been told how to communicate them, or haven't been shown a way of opening up and sharing that joy and that love for the earth, for humanity. That is an untapped resource if people don't know how to communicate it or are afraid to. And I think for, let's say, the healers, the people that have trained in modalities, that have real gifts, they have real talents, but they've crafted the craft. They've worked hard to master what they do. The odds have been stacked historically against them. Being a healer or a witch, or being different, or a doula, or learning, being a herbalist, or even acupuncturist. It's all been shamed. We could have even lost our lives 400 years ago for speaking out about this stuff. So that cellular memory is still there on some level. So this untapped resource is, how do we overcome the fear that is in our cells, which may be historical, which could be also like from childhood, like from being silenced, from being ignored, from just from having fear of really being yourself, or if that was never encouraged, or you had to be a certain way to be seen. All of this has constricted the ability to really come forward and share your gifts, your dream, your magic. So how do we overcome this? And I have some ideas, but I do think it's so important to recognize where you are. If you are a healer, an entrepreneur, a coach, you've trained in modalities, you have a dream for us, for humanity, you see a better world, how are you communicating that, and what's happening when when you're not able to? And so this is really a video for the people that I've just named. And I know that many people have invested thousands of pounds in their training, or in working for free on their friends, or thousands of hours, thousands of just a lot of money and time has been invested in you, in learning this craft, in feeling like, oh, I'm confident to be able to work on people. Some modalities you have to do thousands of hours of case studies and stuff like that. So it's a lot of time and a lot of money, and you were never told how to put yourself out there. Or maybe there was like a couple of hours on putting flyers out or do a public talk, but not really the ins and outs of communicating, engaging your audience, and being able to transmit your heart's truth, your energy, being able to transmit that to people and that it lands. That's not been really covered in many of these modalities that people take. So I think that there's a deficit there. But the problem that comes then is if you are a healer, coach, entrepreneur, and you've decided, you've got a craft, you know what you're offering, and you know it works, and you love it, and then you've taken a marketing course, and you've kind of fallen flat because it hasn't really talked to you in the magical, multidimensional, energetic way that you might understand the world, people, emotions, and energy. So you've kind of gone like, I'm doing all this very linear thinking about my marketing and then lots of structure and systems, but the fear and the contraction that has been felt from your own experiences or our historical experiences has meant that you've got the tools, you kind of know the marketing stuff, but you're still contracted in fear and not able to get it out there. So all of this is like adding up to, there's a mismatch between you being able to deliver what you want to deliver and not being able to. So how to work through that? And, I don't think you came here to stay small and hide in a corner and not speak your truth and share your energy. I just don't think that that's right. But then again, I'm not putting down that being in fear and constricted is pleasant or easy to overcome like overnight. You've got to really witness yourself and realize like, oh my gosh, my body is in fear. My nervous system is hijacked. I'm completely triggered at the thought of writing a post or of putting live on Facebook, or the idea of public speaking is totally freaks me out. So it's great to recognize that there's actually fear there and contraction there. But how long are you going to let that go on for? Are you going to do something about that? Because your dream isn't necessarily getting smaller, but it's like dammed up inside and it's just going to burst. You want to find an outlet that works for you. So, yes, I think that finding a way that works for you to be able to communicate your dream and your passion and to do the healing you've learned to do or the coaching you've learned to do. Because at the end of the day, we need more people like that. And I think an aspect of recognizing that you are in pain or that you are constricted or that there is fear is step one. It's then working out the tools to be able to start moving through that. In a way, your subconscious is sucking in all of your life force, your creative energy, your output energy is being sucked right back into the subconscious and swimming in the fear and going around and around and around. We process forever about our own fears and our own troubles and the contractions, and it can become almost addictive. So my inkling is that if we can move that life force energy from the subconscious out into contributing to the world, coming out of our bubble of fear, learning that we can stay there our whole lives, or we could start giving back. And you've been able to, you can contribute so much to someone's life with what you've learned and what you're ready to offer. If you could just communicate it and just get it out there, then it would change your life. And there's just absolutely no shame or harm in wanting to be able to support your family, support yourself in contributing to people's lives. So like diverting your energy from fear to output, being able to contribute is a magical experience. And what I've been doing with the Visibility Gateway, we've just almost at the end of round one. It's a 5-week program, which is unique in that it's covering some marketing. It's covering the fears of visibility and where they've come from and what they do. But it's also really mastering the energetics of the fear of visibility, and mastering how can you open the doors in your energy field to allow people to come to you? So if your energy field is closing all these doors because you don't want to be seen, you're afraid to be seen, you're afraid to be judged, you're afraid to be persecuted, you're all of those fears that are basically shutting or armoring the energy field, so that even if you did do a post or you did do a video, people aren't seeing it because your energy field is like putting smoke and mirrors up everywhere. Or if you put a post out, but deep down you're like, well, I hope no one gets in touch with me because I don't know what I'm going to do and it freaks me out. All of that will translate into the deeper energetics of your visibility and your ability to put your contribution into the world. So in the Visibility Gateway, we're really aligning your truth, your heart's mission, your ability to communicate, the working with the energy field to be able to have your message land with the audience that you're wanting to talk to. So it's really, the Visibility Gateway is not just a marketing course, and it's not just a learn how to do videos. It's a combination of deep healing, looking at core wounding, looking at the energy field, looking at the messaging, looking at how you land with the audience. But we don't just stop there. We make sure that your entire system is actually in gear with that, in gear with having that alignment come through to the people that you could help the most. So it's been really exciting, and I'm like kind of kicking myself because I've made it at such a good price, and round 2 I'm going to keep it at that price. But most people are like, that's so cheap, that's crazy, and I'm feeling like it is a bit crazy as well. But you get so much support, there's so much healing that goes on, so much expansion. It's like called the gateway because you're stepping from your old way, the old way that you were behaving, which is like afraid and contracted, out of body, freaked out, to the new way where you are in love with yourself and ready to share your heart's messages, your dreams, your visions, your abilities and gifts, and that they actually land with the right people. So it's like this hugely beautiful alignment. And when that happens, when that clicks with your audience, with your clients, that's where transformation happens for a wider whole. And people then can rise to your dream and your vision and the magical space that you can hold for people. So it's some of the people in the course so far, they've done marketing and they're like, this is reaching to places way deeper than any other marketing course has ever reached, because we might find, we're looking at how much money you can hold, how many clients you can hold, and we're testing it energetically. We're shifting through the blockages, and they could range from money blockages, like only bad people have money, or it's like looking at that'll do. There's like if your body is like, money is bad, your body's going to do everything in its power to stop you having money, so you like hemorrhage money or avoid clients really coming to you. So we're looking at it in a very deep and powerful way, and the response from the group 1 has just been amazing. They brought tears to my eyes and saying thank you. The words that have been said is powerful, indescribable, exquisite, and so my heart just sings that this work is really landing with people. So I just wanted to appeal to you to stop hiding, stop contracting, step out of your bubble of fear, and take some big, drastic, beautiful steps towards really getting your message and your dream out in the world. I really, this is for people, healers, entrepreneurs, coaches, chiropractors, acupuncturists, herbalists, people with their own businesses, and but you need to know what it is you want to offer people, really. I think the more clarity you can have, the better. And be ready to put yourself out there. Even if you are terrified now, I'm sure we can get you to a place where you feel way more at ease and so in love with yourself that it's going to be impossible for people not to be attracted to your energy and to your truth and your version of the beautiful world you want to create. So I also really need you to believe in yourself even more than I already believe in you. If you can just believe deep down, you know you have something to offer, and you know that you can make this work, you just need some help getting there, then please get in touch with me. And I'm going to do some more videos coming up this week about different aspects of this visibility issue. So lots of love. Take care. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye.